Well, let's speak to Enes Bayraklı, who is a political researcher for the think tank, the SETA Foundation. Welcome to the programme. Firstly, can you put this into context? 100 years ago, Germany and the Ottoman Turks were allies. Germany also had a hand in the killings, yet now the MPs are calling it a genocide and Turkey is adamantly refuting this. Can you explain?
Not only Germany not only calling these killings as genocide towards Armenians, but also in the resolution it is mentioned that also the other Christian minorities that has been targeted in Turkey or in Ottoman Empire at that time, in the last years of the Ottoman Empire, also that's also mentioned as genocide. And that is what we cannot really understand in Turkey, because if you look at the Ottoman history, especially in the last century, there were many wars, and not only the Christians, but also Muslims were also target of the ethnic cleansing and genocide. And especially if you look at the Balkans and also Caucasia, that's the majority of the population in these areas were Muslims, whereas today the Muslims are living there as minorities. And what happened there was really a genocide towards Muslims, but not, I mean, the German parliament resolution does not mention these issues and does only focus on Christian minorities. And that's really just a one-sided, I would say, understanding and reading of the history. And that's what we really don't understand in this resolution.
Turkey and Germany share a very close political relationship. Do you think this vote was politically motivated given the current situation in Europe?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I mean, there is really no point that Parliament takes a decision and calls an issue as a genocide, because that's that has to be decided by a criminal court, I mean, international criminal court. I mean, it's not a job of Parliament. And also, Turkey is really very open in this issue. I mean, Turkey is saying, okay, there were some killings, and let's discuss this issue, let's open the archives, and let the historians decide. But the Armenian side is not ready to discuss anything, and they just are calling Turkey to accept this issue, and which has become some kind of dogma for Armenia. And this resolution of Germany really does not help to improve the relations between Turkey and Germany. It does just only encourage Germany, Armenia, in their denial of this cooperation, I mean, or the discussion of this issue. And it's becoming harder and harder for Turkey and Armenia to come together and to discuss this issue, because what is really demanded for Turkey is just the acceptance of this issue as a genocide and no discussion, I mean.
Okay. Enes Bayraklı, I'm afraid we're out of time, but thank you for joining us on TRT World.